Hello and welcome to the Quarantined Life with Sister Cindy. Hope everybody's doing okay on Friday night. I want to talk about relationship building. With all that's going on, I remember, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, maybe a little longer, I'll have to look back, and I made this post. Does anybody know anyone with the coronavirus? And I really had a lot of doubts about whether it was a realistic scare. But since then, I now know people with the coronavirus. Fortunately, I don't have it, as far as I know, no symptoms, and my husband doesn't have any symptoms. We are quarantined for the most part, mainly to honor what our president says and to trust him. We do have doubts about whether this is the smartest thing to do. I think the president, as our leader, is doing the best he knows, and he hasn't led us wrong so far. Like he said, our economy was the best ever before this started, and it may have been the best ever in the world, but I kind of think the economy of Israel was even better at one time because they didn't even use silver, they just used gold. So there are these worries, concerns that will try to tempt us. But I think we have to turn this around for good. God is in the business of taking whatever circumstances, no matter how bad they are, and turn them around for good. And we are new creatures in Christ. We are children of the living God, and we follow Jesus. So like Jesus, we need to be about making good out of this, making the best out of this. I saw on the news here in Terre Haute, Indiana, that there was a big sale on tulips because the grocery stores were not buying them. So the local tulip growers had tulips really cheap. We got 75 tulips, for $25. The catch was they're all the same color, but we don't know what colors they are. So guess they're not blooming yet. But the thing I thought about is year after year, these extra tulips, these 75 tulips will bloom and beautify our yard and be a blessing to our neighborhood. And we live on a main street. Hundreds of people, if not more, drive by daily, and they will enjoy our tulips in the month of April. We just have to nurture them. And in the same way, I think this quarantine time is a time to nurture relationships. So I'm messaging people every day, finding out what their needs are, or taking note of Facebook posts and writing down prayer requests, messaging people, finding out how they are. There's extra time that I don't have when I'm on the road or with regular life to build these relationships, nourish relationships, connect with people. So every day I'm connecting with so many people. Brother Jed and I are calling a couple of people a day that we haven't talked to for a while. And I challenge you to do that. Of course, we want to connect with those in our family and our closest friends. But there are lots of people that we can grow closer to and build a better relationship right now. And there are people that can bless us and that we can be a blessing to. So think about maybe a few people that maybe they don't get out a lot but they're missing that church service and they're just at home by themselves. Or just someone that's more prone to depression or going through a hard time already. Reach out to that person. Relationships are a gift from God. We were made to love each other, to grow together, to encourage one another. So make some extra phone calls while you're quarantined, send some extra text and some messages, and nurture those relationships. Who knows what God will do? Have a great evening.